starting to work on some Christmas crafting. When I was looking for some things that we could make, some things that you may have laying at home, some things that you could probably find that you don't have to spend a lot of money on, and just make some different Christmas decorations, I actually came across this one right here that I thought was really cool. Very simple to make, very easy to make, nothing big about it. What I did was I had a bag of these at home that I found, again on sale on clearance somewhere, and decided to do something with some corks. So what I did was I made this one. And what I made this one, it was just a cork like this. I took metallic paint and painted this blue, and then I took a file like this and just kind of filed a little bit of it off. And this just so happened to be, let me see if I have that on here. It was just stuck to a piece of paper like this. You can use anything that you have, anything at all. Actually, it was in, I believe, the jewelry department. Not sure, but I think that's what it was in. So I just drilled a hole in the top, and I used, this here has a little bit of a screw, and then this here has something that you can hold it on, and I just screwed that in the bottom. Then what I did was I had the exact same things that I had like this that I used for the top. I also had smaller ones like this. So I drilled a hole in the bottom, used one of these again, and then at home I had a little dangly thing. So I thought, well, that would be cool. So we can put a piece of ribbon up here, or we can use whatever we want to use. You can use it to hang on your tree. So you can make the different colors and stuff like that and put them on there. I thought that was kind of cool. So I went and looked to see that for some of the stuff that I could find that we could actually make one of these, show you how easy, how simple it is. I did find these little Santas made out of bells that I thought were so cute. We also had some of these where it just is like a bulb for Christmas tree lights. Found that. Found little decals sitting around. Had some of these laying around. Just a plain snowflake you can put on there. All kinds of stuff. Use the ribbon. What you can do is take the ribbon and hang it from there to hang it on your tree. You can use twine. I do have some of this little fancier ribbon if we want to use something like that. You don't have to paint them. You can leave them as they are. You can take fabric and put the fabric around to give it a different color. You can use ribbon like this and swirl the ribbon around the cork. Whatever you want to do. There again, the sky's the limit on something like that. Your preference on what you want to do. We did have some ribbon like this laying around. I'm blue. I love the color blue, always have. Doesn't matter what color of blue, just plain blue. So have some of that. I had some pearls that I have laying around from one of my daughter's weddings and stuff, and hers was pearl and bling, I guess, so to speak. I've got some gold ribbon. You can find all kinds of things like this that you can just take and actually stick on there. Instead of you pull these off, what I would do is just use a little bit of hot glue if you're going to do something with this so that it stays on there. All kinds of things. I mean, there are just all kinds of things. I actually bought some of these, again, sale for $1. They were actually $1.99. Got $1 off of them. It's stuff like this that I look for that I pick up. Okay, let's get started. I also have with me, just in case, whatever we put on there, this is the other stuff that I found that I'm so in love with. I found these at Joann's Fabrics, different things like this that you would use for beading, for making jewelry, different things like that. If they're on sale and they've got a good sale or a closeout sale, I get my hands on these just for purposes that you can use to make this. If you're hanging, if you're doing any kind of projects, any kind of craft projects, these come in very, very handy. I also picked up I keep this kind of stuff separated at my house, so I use these here little containers like this. What I found was some jump rings as well to use in case you want to hang things a little bit lower. Like when we use this right here, we're going to have to put something on here to hang this a little bit lower. So we're going to be using some of these jump rings for that. Okay, let's get started. The other thing that I like about the cork is you can use the cork just as the cork, because some of them are very pretty and they've got some different writing on them. Here, this one, I'm not sure what it says, but it has 1723 on here. I think this is pretty cool. I didn't try staining these. Maybe you can even stain them, I don't know. But I did notice that they were even like different heights and stuff like that. Somebody had told me when they make some of the decorations, and somebody had said they use the cork, what they do is they spray it with like a glossy acrylic spray so that it brings out the color and the stuff more on here. So I would do that too. I don't use the glossy, I use matte a lot of times whenever I do a project. So that the paint doesn't come off and things don't come off of it. Use the acrylic sprays. They come in really nice and handy. So let's try a 1723 with grapes on the other side. Like I said, nothing big, nothing fancy that we're going to do with this one. I'm just going to use the natural look of it. Here's the one that we made with the bling. I have a little bit more blingy things in here that would go just perfect in my house. The only thing that this was missing was this thing hanging right here, but I like the bling and I like the older style looking. So this one here, I do like that one. But for purposes today, we are going to use the Santa Claus Jingle Bell. So for the top part, we're going to use one of these. Not sure what these are even called, and when I purchased these, they came in different sizes to use. I had to use the bigger one up on top here, and the smaller one I could use down here, but when I put something this thick up here, I had to have it a little bit longer, and the bigger size had it a little bit longer. The smaller one does not. So, because I'm not going to be putting anything big up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one that's about the same size as this one. Yeah, this one is better. So what I'm going to do is, instead of spraying or doing anything like that, we're just going to use this one. I'm going to use the smaller one. And there again, kind of get where it is in the middle. First time around, when that was pretty big, I did drill a hole in there. For this here, you can actually just keep going like this around. Okay, that's in there really good. It went in nicely. Remember also that if you're going to hang something really heavy from these, you might want to use a little bit of hot glue when you're going in with this so that it sets it real well. So kind of watch for that a little bit too, how and what you're going to be putting on there. Now, I could paint this red, and I think it would look really cool with this. So if we wanted to, we could paint it red, but like I said, we're going to see what it looks like to just leave it natural looking like this. Okay, I want it to hang from there. So let's use the ring that we want to use. And I don't mix up the metals. There are people who mix up metals. I don't like gold and silver together. That's my preference. You can do what you want, but gold and silver to me does not go together. I like to use silver to silver, gold to gold. I don't like the harsh gold color either. I like the more muted gold, the antique gold. So I see that I've got more of a silver color on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the jump ring with the silver color like this. Now, I'm going to make sure that this fits in here good, which it does. So I'm just going to take it, put it on this bell, pinch it shut. Check to see how it hangs. It looks like it's going to hang nicely. So now what I want to do is I want to use the same color that I have here. Now there is hardly no weight to this bell whatsoever. There's nothing to this. So what we're going to do is I can use another smaller one of these, and again I'm going to pick out the silver color. going to find what I think is the middle. And then, if you want to start it, use your drill to start, but this is such soft material that, and then screw it into the cork. The other thing that I tried one night was I have at home some rusty wire, some real thin rusty wire, and I used that to put on here for like a hanger, which really, really turned out cute. So, another thing to watch for when you're doing a project like this is look, if you're going to make things with the corks, look for the things that are miniature that you can hang on trees. I know Hobby Lobby has got a complete section, I believe Michael's does too, have a complete section of miniature things for the smaller trees. I would look for those because that's what these are. And that's what these are. And I have some others too that are actually used for miniature trees. So, because these are small, you don't want anything too much hanging on here. Now I know that my granddaughters are gonna love this. Okay, I'm kind of looking at this. I have to decide whether I think I'm going to need another jump O-ring, and if I do, I'm gonna put it on there. If not, I think this is gonna be just fine. We'll use this jump ring, and you can take a plier and put these together. And then what we're going to do is we can either use this kind of string, this kind of string. We can use gold, but remember, I don't like gold with silver, so we're not going to use this. So we can find something else that we're going to use. We're just going to use the plain old string, looking string here. Now if it would be something like for this one right here, I wouldn't use plain string or twine for this because this is too fancy as far as I'm concerned. I would look for something just a little on the blingy side, but nothing too overpowering because you don't want to overpower what you've done here. So there's different things that you could use. You can even find Christmas ribbon and use Christmas ribbon for that.
Valley is now offering updated digital TV packages and prices. Ask us about the brand new Choice TV package. Call Valley today at 437-2615.
Do have some red ribbons, so we're going to put the red ribbon on here to give it a little bit more color. It's a little bit thicker than what we have here, so I'm just going to kind of cut it up a little bit. Get the effect. Or let's see how this works if we just kind of put it together like this. Here we go. Perfect. I mean, this is something that is simple, inexpensive, because that's what I wanted to show you, that there are things that you can do for Christmas, for decorations and stuff that aren't so terribly expensive. And if you want the look, there's times that I go and I see a color that I like, but there's maybe only one thing or two things, and I want to make my own stuff. And get my own color that I really, really, truly like. Cut that off. And this is just a simple, very, very, very simple thing that you can make and put on there to hang. And we can put and find something to hang this one on. So you can have different things. Depends on what your theme is of your tree. If you have a theme, fine. If you don't have a theme, you really don't need a theme for a Christmas tree. You can use whatever you want. Again, this is just a suggestion of different things that you can use. And we can turn around, and we can also take another one and we can use, sometimes you can find the width of this towards the width of this and just kind of cover it up. Give it a little bit different look. There's the look of another one. You can use fabric. Fabric's another really good thing to use. If you wanted to and you found, you could even take burlap, put burlap on here. You could take this string and just string it around if this is the color that you're going for. So many things that you can do to make cork Christmas tree ornaments.
Faster than fast internet is here. Valley now has higher broadband speeds of up to 1 gigabit. Get the bandwidth you need for all your devices at one time. Gaming with no lag time. Video stream your favorite movies instantly in HD quality. Video chat with friends and family without interruption. Download your favorite music and photos in seconds. All on our 100% fiber optics network. Valley offers managed Wi-Fi and backup services too, bringing together all the services you need. Valley Telecommunications Cooperative.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Crafting Around. Come back again the next time and we will be working on some more Christmas ornaments.